Hey everybody, it's Jamie from No Getting Off This Train, and one thing I've learned recently is that on low energy weeks, it's totally fine to have super easy meals. We are right in the middle of summer vacation. Allison goes back to school here in a few weeks, which honestly is really crazy to think about. I feel like it was just last week, it was her last day of school, and now she's getting ready to go back as a fourth grader. I started off the summer really strong with like all these plans of having lots of fun and doing all the things, and now that we're in the middle of it, I felt my energy just kind of drop lower and lower. And that's pretty normal for me. I got into a routine and now it's just a little bit boring for me. And I've noticed recently that my energy has been a lot lower. So I've been relying on like easy meals and more convenience foods than usual. And when that happens, the important thing is to just not feel guilty about it. There are some times when you have like a can of soup for lunch and a sandwich, and that's going to be okay. You have to do what you have to do when your energy is not where you want it to be. So this week I am focusing a lot on meals that use up things in my pantry. I bought a couple extra things to stock up the pantry that I am using this week as well. It was a fairly simple haul this week. I just went to Wal Mart and picked up groceries. Actually, the day I'm recording this, it is early Friday morning. I picked up my groceries at 7 a.m. because we are getting ready to go to Kings Island. So I had to shift a little bit from there. But let me show you what I bought at Walmart. Got my Walmart pickup order today. Nothing too crazy. Just the things that we need for the week. So starting over here, just got 1 dozen eggs to go in like breakfasts and other things. And bananas. We've been eating a lot of bananas recently. And over here, some plain Greek yogurt for my snacks. And some sour cream just to go in some Mexican dishes. Then some chocolate chips. We are just about out of them. And then what I dropped down here, just a ranch packet. Then a package of sliced Swiss for breakfast sandwiches. And to go with it, a package of honey ham. Let's see, I got actually 2 cans of kidney beans here. And a can of diced tomatoes. These are going to be just used to restock the pantry with what I'm using this week. These are 2 containers of cottage cheese. These are the 2 smaller ones. They did not have the larger ones. They just gave me 2 small instead. And some International Delight Hazelnut Mocha coffee creamer. And some applesauce back here. I use this a lot in baking. And some pancake mix. I used up the last of mine last week. And some Alfredo sauce. This is to just stock up the pantry because I'm using one this week for dinner. And some Jiffy corn muffin mix to go as a side item with some taco soup. Then some Caesar salad kit, the family size. This is for chicken Caesar salads. And down here, some strawberries for Allison. Then some vanilla. I was just about out. Oh yeah, back here, I missed that one. The Lunchable, it's the nachos one for Allison. And I got 2 cans of tomato sauce to go with a dinner. Some more string cheese for our snacks. And some Texas toast bread just for sandwiches in case we need them. And some hamburger buns. I have some Sloppy Joe mix in the freezer, so I'm going to pull that out. We'll have those for dinner one night. And some veggie straws. Down here, some whole wheat English muffins. I'm using those as breakfast sandwiches. Then frozen items, a pepper and onion blend to go, I think, in the taco soup. Some 5 cheese Texas toast for a dinner. And then 2 bags of green beans. And then just a big bag of frozen blueberries. And then lastly, got just a big box of dryer sheets. My total this weekend is $85.01. So I am extremely under budget right now. Our new budget is $125 per week, and sometimes we've been like right up at that mark, and a lot of times we've been really under. And these past few weeks with my low energy, I've noticed that I'm extremely under budget just recently. So I might use some of that money to go to Sam's Club to buy a couple of extra things to stock up on. I did notice, I don't know if I said this last week, but Sam's Club, their salad kits are a lot cheaper than what I find at Walmart. So I might be going up to Sam's Club soon to see what kind of like fresh produce I can buy for cheaper than Walmart. So as far as the meal plan goes, one day this week we are having an Alfredo pasta. So I already have a jar of Alfredo sauce, I've got pasta, and then I'm gonna add some canned mushrooms and some frozen broccoli to it. So I'm taking a bunch of like shelf-stable items and frozen items and putting them into a relatively healthy meal. We're also having burrito bowls. We had it last week, but really this is kind of like a backup meal, like just in case we don't have enough leftovers. But I've got like beans and rice and like diced tomatoes, sour cream cheese, all the stuff you need for a burrito bowl. And last week I was supposed to make chicken Caesar salads, but we ended up not doing it, so I just moved it on over to this week instead. I have chicken in the freezer, so all I have to do is pull that out and grill it and add it on the salad, and then we'll have some garlic bread as a side. I'm also making an easy taco soup. So I've got the recipe down below, but I am changing a few things about it. I am not adding the meat, I'm just adding like 2 cans of beans, and I'm using some of that bag of peppers and onions to go in there as well. So I'm really just dumping a whole bunch of cans and then calling it a meal. And then that box of cornbread muffins is going with it too. And like I said earlier, we have sloppy joes in the freezer, so I'm gonna pull that out one night, serve it on the hamburger buns. I've got